Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to do the revision of the subject science. Okay, so we are having the test, and the lessons for this are our skeletal system and the skin, fun with magnets, and third one, that is light and the formation of shadows. I hope you have learned the question answers and revised the lesson. Okay, but we are going to do a short revision. Yes, we are going to recall all the points what we have studied in the lesson in short, and also go through the question answers. In this video, even I will discuss the paper pattern and the way how we are going to have the questions. So now let's begin with the revision. So the paper pattern for the test has been displayed on the screen. So the first question will be like, which magnet will you use? Yes, so there will be given examples and you have to write the magnet, type of magnet which you are going to use in that example. Next we are having the question, answer the following. So the small one line answers, two line answers will be asked in this question. So it will be of 1 mark, second question. Next we are having, what will happen if? This kind of questions are also there in your syllabus, that is in that 3 lessons. So that questions will be asked, each carrying 1.5 mark. Next again we are having, answer the following, means 2 marks questions will be asked, little big, and then we are having brief answers, that is 3 marks question, and the last question is of draw neat and labeled diagram of. So there are 2-3 types of diagrams in your textbook. You can practice those diagrams with their labels. Okay, now in the revision I will explain you how to write each and every question. So let's begin with the first question, that is, which magnet will you use? So now let us revise our question 1 from the paper pattern. So they will give you some examples and you have to identify the types of magnet which you are going to use for that examples. So for example, the first one is, iron is to be separated from thrash. Which magnet will you use? Correct, you are going to use electromagnet. Next, you are lost in a forest. What are you going to use? Yes, mariner's compass. Next, a window shutter opens and shuts continuously in the wind. Then which magnet are you able to use, children, here? Yes, the permanent magnet. Next, the doorbell should ring. Then what we are going to use? Which type of magnet? Yes, electromagnet. We have discussed this. Yes. So, like this examples will be given. You have to identify the magnet and write the answer there. Okay, so this is our first question. In this way you are going to have it. So now we will do the revision according to our lesson. Okay, first we will revise the question answers of lesson, our skeletal system and the skin. Okay, so here are the questions. The first question is, what are the functions of your skin? So children, you can by heart any 4 functions from this. Yes, so the functions are, the functions of the skin are, protects the internal parts of the body like muscles, bones, organ system, etc. Next, helps to preserve the moisture in the body, synthesizing vitamin D, regulates body temperature by releasing sweat, gives protection from heat and cold, functions as the sensory organ of touch. So total we have 6. You can write any 4 out of it. Okay, so this question may carry 2 marks. Next we have, what should you do to keep the bones strong and healthy? So children, the answer is, to keep the bones strong and healthy, first what we can do, we should include calcium and phosphorus rich food in our diet. Means if you want your bones to be strong and healthy, you should have a diet which consists calcium and phosphorus. Okay, second point, we should also include vitamin D rich food in our diet. So you can have vitamin D rich food in your diet. Next, we get this from, so here are the food ingredients or the constituents of food from which you get vitamin D and calcium and phosphorus. Okay, so we get this from milk, milk products, leafy vegetables, meat, and also by exposure to sunlight. So these are the food products. Which are those? Milk, milk products, leafy vegetable and meat. And which activity you can do? You can expose yourself to sunlight. Yes, morning sunlight. Yes, when you stand in that, you can get vitamin D. Okay, so this may help to strengthen your bones. And the next, that is, we should exercise regularly. So these are the 4 points. This question may also carry 3 marks. The first one, 2 marks. Next, you have to by heart this. Yes, or you can also write, understand it and write the answers. What are the functions of human skeletal system? So the next question. Yes, so this question may carry 2 marks. The functions of human skeletal system are, we have learned it. Yes, what is that? First one, gives definite shape to the body. Next, provides support to the body. Next, protects the delicate organs inside the body. So these are all are the functions of the human skeletal system. Next, which are the various reasons due to which our bones might break? The bones in our body might break due to, the reasons are, lack of calcium and phosphorus, due to fracture because of an accident or a fall, lack of proper nutrients, and the fourth one, that is due to deficiency of vitamin D. So in the second question, did we learn how to keep our bones healthy? If we don't do that, what will happen? That are the reasons of which are the answer of question 4. Okay, so somewhat they are similar. If you understand, you can write it easily. So the fourth question also carries 2 marks. So the fifth question, that is, what are the different types of bones? How many types are there? So this question will carry 1 mark. Okay, so there are 4 main types of bones according to their shapes. They are flat bones, irregular bones, small bones, and the fourth one, that is long bones. So this is the question which carries 1 mark. So these are the 5 question answers what we have studied from the lesson, our skeletal system and the skin. Now let us discuss the next question, that is, what will happen if? So in this lesson we are having like that question. So there are question, the first one, there are no joints in our body. So what will happen if there are no joints in our body? See the answer. If there are no joints in our body, we will be standing like a tree without any movement. We can move only because of joints. Okay, so what will happen if question will carry each 1.5 mark. Okay, so the next question, that is, there is no melanin pigment in our body. What will happen? Yes, we will not have the protection from ultraviolet rays. Our skin will become whitish. Okay, third, instead of 33 vertebrae in our body, we had one single and straight bone. Imagine, children, what will happen. We have studied there are padlock structure, isn't it? And like this 33 we have, and they are one above the other and they are flexible. So we are able to bend, correct? And they are saying us that if we don't have 33 vertebrae and we have only one single and straight bone, what will happen? Correct, we cannot bend down at our will. Means though we want to bend, we will not be able to bend because it is just a single and a straight bone. Yes, but now in reality, is it so? No, we are able to bend because we are having 33 padlock structures, isn't it? So the next, what will happen if question, that is if skin had no sweat glands, what will happen? See, skin regulates body temperature by releasing sweat. If skin had no sweat glands, then we will not be able to maintain our body temperature at a constant, that is 37 degree Celsius. So study these questions. This will help you to write the answer to the question, what will happen if. So now we will study about the last question of our paper pattern, that is draw a neat and label diagram. Okay, so in this lesson we are having a diagram. So the diagram is the structure of the skin. Okay, this question will come for 3 marks. So draw a neat and label diagram. So don't use any crayon to color the diagram. You can use your pencil and give the sketches and draw the diagram and label it properly. The first layer is called as, yes, epidermis. Second, dermis. Third, subcutaneous layer, that is hypodermis. So draw a neat and labeled diagram. Okay, so this question carries how many marks? Yes, 3 marks. So practice the diagram and get out of out marks. Thus, in this way, we have finished the revision of the lesson our skeletal system and the skin. Now let us revise the other 2 lessons. So now let us revise the question answers of lesson light and the formation of shadows. So here in this exercise we are having 3 question answers. They are as follows. Let us read the question and try to understand the answer, so that it will help you to by heart the answer easily. Okay, so see the first question, what things are necessary for the formation of a shadow? Means in this question you have to write the answer, which things you need for the formation of a shadow. This question will carry 2 marks. Okay, so things necessary for the formation of a shadow are, first one, a source of light. Second, we need an object. And third, a surface or screen on which the shadow is formed. So if you want shadow, first, do you need a light? Then only the shadow will appear, isn't it? So first thing, what is necessary for the formation of shadow? That is a source of light. Okay, next what we need? We need an object, otherwise we will not get shadow. Only having a torch and putting its light will not give any shadow. It will just pass the light. If an opaque object comes in between, then only we will get its shadow. So we need an object. Next, now we need a surface or screen so that we can see that shadow, isn't it, on which the shadow is formed. So these are the 3 things necessary for the formation of shadow. Next question, when can an object be seen? So this question is for 1 mark. Even this is for 1 mark. Okay, this is not for 2 marks. This is also for 1 mark. This also may carry 1 mark. When can an object be seen? So when we can see an object? Yes, we can see an object when reflected rays reach our eyes, isn't it? Yeah, so any object is visible only when the light which falls on it, when it is reflected and it reaches our eyes, then only we are able to see that particular object. Next, what is a shadow? This question will carry 2 marks. If an opaque object comes in the way of a light source, light does not pass through it. Isn't it? Opaque means solid, through which we cannot see what is next to it. Okay, that object is called as an opaque object. For example, wall, mobile phones. We can't see what is next to it. Book. If you hold book in front of your eyes, you can't see what is next. So that is an opaque object. Okay. So when opaque objects come in front of a light source, light does not pass through it. As a result, the light does not reach a wall. So whatever is next, there the light does not reach, or any other surface on the other side of the object. So when you take an opaque object and when you put a light source on it, the light does not pass and the light does not reach the next whatever is there to that. There the light does not reach. That part remains dark, and this dark part is called the shadow of the object. Did you understand what is the shadow of the object? And that is called as a shadow. So learn this point, very easy points. Learn it, and this answer will carry 2 marks. Okay, so there were only 3 question answers in this lesson, so you have to by heart those question answers. I have told the mark system to you all, so learn according to it. So students, now we will revise the lesson Fun with Magnets. So here I have taken the exercise of the lesson. If you will see the first question, then it is, how will you do this? So such kind of question is not there in our exam, so no need to study this. Next, which magnet will you use? This revision we have already done. Fill in the blanks. Objective questions will not be asked, so no need to study. Then remains only the question, that is question number 4. Write the answers in your words. Okay, so there are 3 question answers. So how is an electromagnet made? If this question comes, it may carry 2 marks and the other 2 are of 3 marks. Okay, so write the properties of a magnet. There are, I think, 6 or 7 properties. So you can write any 4 properties from the properties of the magnet. Whichever you feel easy, you can note it down. And the next, that is the practical use of magnet. So now let us discuss, or let us revise the question answers. So the first question what we are going to revise, that is, how is an electromagnet made? In this question you just write how it is made. So the answer is displayed on your screen, and also it is given to you and you have noted down it in your CW. Yes, so no need to draw diagram here, you just have to write how is an electromagnet made. So the answer is, like, for the construction of an electromagnet we require an iron nail, a long insulated copper wire, a battery and a switch. Okay, so these things we need to make an electromagnet. Now see what to do. The long insulated copper wire is first wound on the iron nail. Okay, then the 2 free ends of the wire is connected to the battery and the switch as shown. Now when the switch is turned on, current flows through the circuit. Due to this flow of current, the insulated copper wire and the nails acts as an electromagnet. Now if iron pins are brought close to this setup, they stick to the iron nail. As shown, as soon as the current stops flowing in the circuit, the iron nail loses magnetism and the pins fall off. So you have to learn this answer, and if it comes, you can write this answer for the question, how is an electromagnet made? The next question, that is, write the properties of a magnet. So on the screen they have given you 6 properties. You can write any 4 from this. Whichever 4 you feel easy, you can write it down. Okay, small ones if you want small, write 4. If they ask 4, write 4. If they ask 3 properties, write 3. But maximum learn at least 4 properties from this question. Okay, next, that is the what are the practical uses of magnet. So this is the answer what I have displayed on the screen. Also miss has given you other answer. If you feel that easy, you can learn that answer, or you can learn this answer. Okay, so the answer is, magnets are materials to which objects made from iron, nickel, cobalt are attracted. But man explored magnets and its properties and made his life comfortable. Permanent magnets are used in caps of pin holders, doors of fridge, doors of cupboards, etc. And temporary magnets, that is electromagnets, are used in electric bells, circuit of various machines, ATM card swipe machine, MRI, that is magnetic resonance image, loudspeakers, electric cranes, microphones, mariners compasses, etc. So if you want, you can learn and write this answer or the answer which is given in your CW. Here we have finished the revision of the 3 lessons of science. I hope you have understood, got idea which questions and how, what will be the weightage of the questions, and have understood how to write the papers. So children, I hope you will study. So study well for the exam. Be prepared. Write the paper with neat and good handwriting. And all the best for your exam. Thank you.